Hey, they say it ain't over till it's over. And let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
But it's for me. Greenfield's finest. Boss. Yeah. DJ Drama. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been take it, the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess, this a heat check. Yeah, shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years, the vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys, I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source, I don't even write anymore. Yeah, get it and drove like it's no Sabbath, no snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been take it, the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real, let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down.
Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Round if you wanna, round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bye.
Let me go without the ad-libs. In the booth and up like proof and I don't understand what your enemy. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof for ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making up verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never broke up with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't ready to whittle peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been take it, the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between something and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready?
And you still couldn't do this. Gangsta Brazil.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some.
Alright, yo, what's good? Alright, let's get this shit poppin'. We gonna play 4 games too.
We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city. I bring on the trophy.
All right.
We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in.
Alright.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, the Cardinals are so bad. Oh, damn. The Bills won by 1.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Kansas City offense. And in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right.
Okay.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon.
Let's go, Jared McKinnon.
The first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now McCoy. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. On the move past the 40. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. He finds McKinnon, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play.
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the decision to throw the flag, a good one by Andy Reid. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And right side, they're going to go option here. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, a give to Connor. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's McCoy. Oh, the ball comes out of late.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 69 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have the third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Oh, we know his talents are very good. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They got 29 yards that time. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. McCoy's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first and 10, McCoy able to get this one to McBride. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Prater's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Steps away. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start out west at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they lead the visiting Packers at halftime. Dalvin Cook, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 31, McCoy. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. On 3rd down, McCoy. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCoy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he
can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Yo, what's good, Stephen?
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left.
Get that shit, boy. First fucking down. Let's go.
This one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle.
Let's fucking go.
They allow the conversion. They go play fake. Mahomes on the move to his left.
Go! Go! Let's go! Let's fucking go, Travis.
With career touchdown number 60. As his guys have
damn, that was a beauty.
Very comfortable lead. Charles, a well drawn up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get
down,
this
boy.
across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull
They
off
dropped it.
an
Oh my
impressive
God,
comeback,
they dropped it.
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
That's
but
about to fuck them up.
They've got to move
That
the
pass
ball
is about to
and
fuck
move
them
it
up.
fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3rd and 4.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 17-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, McCoy. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's Juju Smith-Schuster from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCoy over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
There's no way.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McCoy got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 2nd and long. McCoy goes right back to McBride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. McCoy. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That's complete to Tony. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2.
Now Clement fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one
Samantha.
away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
Come on, bro.
But the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to
You're lying.
Every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I'm about to do the same, to be honest. I'm bored as fuck. I know I was going to ask what you wanted to do because, well, I mean, like, nah, actually, never mind.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Chiefs, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next.
Let's go. I know, me too. Kadarius Toney. Actually, Kadarius Toney is fucking crazy.
This is the player card.
I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that. What with that? Week 1, that was easy. Next week. Oh, and 1. Love you too. Orlando Brown? Okay, let's do it. Skip. Okay.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
And we're playing home.
It's a special
Thursday night football.
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And
sit down, boy.
Sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Mike Williams, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
7 yards there and a first down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does.
And oh, what a catch! And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes out to his left. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, 47 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after here coming up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
How the fuck? How does he shrug me off like that?
Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting
like
set
what?
for the next series. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches.
Fuck. Dude, Austin Eckler.
Some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
And so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. First down, and they stick with Eckler.
Yo, what, bro? I just tackled him.
Yeah,
what?
This is exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly...
How is he swerving through me? How did he swerve through me, dude?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a
Why do I keep doing cover 3s, dude? I don't want to do cover 3s. Not talk.
It's Eckler again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll try the air now with Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Back to throw here, Herbert.
What? Yo, no.
Keenan Allen, halfway to
no.
now with career
Hell no, he's not doing that. That should have been a pick.
extra point away from
I am getting sold so fucking hard right now.
Start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
That should have been a
He's
pick.
already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Whatever.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Like, bro.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Steps away. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And he steps out of bounds all the way up at the midfield stripe. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Kelsey, a nice catch. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Go. Hurry up. Timeout, bro. What the fuck? Bro. This game is so stupid.
5 seconds to go in the first half.
I legit was fucking pressing my timeout, dude.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this
timeout again.
10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Let's fucking go.
Kansas City. Travis Kelsey from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to throw, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Mahomes out to his left. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
One of the league's best and most consistent wide receivers in his 10th season in the league. Keenan Allen is just automatic at this point. Nice catch from him there for a 1st down. 100 catches, 1,100 yards, at least 6 touchdowns a season. Wash, rinse, repeat. But let's not.
Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. I remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. On 1st down, Mahomes steps away. He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete. Again with a juke. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Mahomes rolling to his left. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 35 yards. downs. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes going to throw it here. On the move to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Given 30 yards there.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly...
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Herbert back to the air. He'll get this out wide to Eckler, finding room at midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. KC's offense ready to take over. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Kansas City, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have...
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my prop. G.
Yo.
I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Some of the realest in this dope.
My fault, I was eating.
Looking like special ed.
All right.
Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead.
Hey, Nico, don't act shit like that. Do not act shit like that, dude. Chill out.
I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right coaches to hire for your staff and upgrade them to help improve you.
It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You no nonsense. Got the same way.
It's an 0-2 team.
But with that gang, they make a profit. On top. Stay poppin'.
Hold on. Where are the Bills? What's the Bills record?
Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight. Freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. The motor couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl.
Damn.
Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it and I knew. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
All right. Let's get it. I didn't even expect them to know that I was running it.
It's second down.
There's no way.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the
football. No.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum.
They have this fucker. I forgot about him. Yo, their running back is a fucking goat, dude.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And
wow.
They'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
We're going to do 5 games, and then I'm going to head off.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return.
So if we go 5-0, I'm going to head off for a couple hours and hop right back on.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes out to his left. Finding Kelsey. What a catch there. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found it, and they get a first down.
Yo.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Okay.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 80 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
They go play action with Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Touchdown, Colts! Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start?
This is not how I wanted to start it.
As they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Steps away. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown. Able to cut into that deficit. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. On 3rd down, Ryan. Pressure comes and down he goes. Chris Jones able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So on 4th down, Matt Hawk on to punt for Indy. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard 2nd quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot. Start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the 2nd quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Okay.
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh my fucking God. There's no way.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events?
Yo, bro, y'all. I know y'all saw how fast I came back. I was down 21-0.
In a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
I was down 21-0.
But he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it first and
Run
goal
this shit up. Email, please.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just
Jarrett McKinnon, baby.
Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They'll try with McKinnon, and he's going to take it into the end zone.
Let's go.
Chiefs touchdown.
And I'm going for the 2 points again. And I'm passing it to Travis Kelce.
Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense.
That's probably the best comeback.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
And
ultimately he stopped right where he would have.
I think that's the best comeback in the whole season right now.
At the 25.
Down 21-0 from the 2-0
come to the
team.
line, ready to start their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan, and an incomplete pass.
Okay.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Open
No.
The second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again. Ryan. He'll find his man. That's
I did not just sell.
And they're going to get this
No, I
down
didn't.
to 37.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Over the middle, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 30.
And I just made him fumble. Jonathan Taylor.
Up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Damn, he got smacked.
Because
all right, I got 18 seconds.
Offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day.
18 seconds to get this shit down the field.
Take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown.
With 2 fucking seconds.
Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Let's go.
Extra point is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Oh,
so
shit.
barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And they have gone to the half with the Raiders in control of that one. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. A touchdown pass there for Davis Mills. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 30 on second down, Ryan going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll try and run it up the middle and make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try, and you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw is Ryan. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, yet again, Ryan is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunate for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a third-year man from Utah, Zach Moss. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Ryan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line.